Ken's going to talk about the standards themselves and then how we have adopted the standards and how we got to this point.
Thanks, Ron. So first, the GIPS standards, or the predecessor of the standards, have been in place for some time. They, in fact, date back to the 1980s. But while they've been widely adopted by direct asset managers, the OCIO industry has been slow to adopt the standards. And we think the reasons for that are twofold. One are some of the reasons in the origins of the OCIO providers themselves that Ron described. And the second are the complexities of the OCIO model that I will touch on later. In short, the GIPS standards are a voluntary set of standards based on the fundamental principles of full disclosure and fair representation of performance results. And a few important takeaways from the standards. One, they require firms to include all discretionary portfolios in at least one composite. And this is important because it limits the ability of a firm to show only its best performing accounts. It also eliminates the ability of a firm to remove from its performance composites underperforming accounts that have been terminated. Firms are required to adhere to a standardized calculation methodology. This, again, is particularly important in the OCIO space because multi-asset class portfolios present a number of challenges in terms of how to calculate performance and allow for some flexibility. So standardizing the way in which performance can be calculated really benefits the reviewer of that performance by making the results more comparable. And third, a very important point of the GIPS standards is that compliance with the GIPS standards can only be claimed on a firm-wide basis. You can't say that one account has been calculated in accordance with the GIPS standard. You can't say that one composite has been constructed in accordance with the GIPS standards. You're either your firm is compliant or it's not. So why are the standards important? Again, I'll refer to a quote from the GIPS handbook. It says, the investment management firms that comply with the GIPS standards allow clients, prospective clients, and consultants the best opportunity to fairly evaluate their past performance. So as Ron noted, performance is and should be an important consideration in any search, but we've often heard from asset owners conducting searches that they don't really trust the numbers they get because there's such a disparity of the way in which numbers are presented, the way in which they're calculated. So as a result, they discount the performance altogether. And this, we think, is a detriment to our industry and a detriment to the asset owner that's conducting the search. We think the GIPS standards are important because the best way to show a firm's performance is through a composite of client accounts. It's the most transparent indicator of the manager's actual results. And finally, the GIPS standards provide an independent set of principles that increase the comparability of composite returns. So with that, I'll let Nikki describe some of the other ways OCIOs can communicate performance and why we think they're suboptimal.
So before I do that, I'll just also mention, as Ken indicated, to amplify the point, it's almost become a requirement if you are an investment manager for large cap growth that your results be GIPS compliant. It's almost become industry standard, and the OCIO space has been very much behind that, given the complexities as Ken indicated, but we're really viewing this, frankly, as a call to action for all OCIOs because, as Ken indicated, we've been doing this for a long time. We talked